Welcome back to Change to Sustain, the Art of Agile Marketing in the New Decade podcast, featuring Charles Drayton, Chief Technical Architect from the Microsoft Technology Center. In Episode 3, we'll discuss the impact of brand communication with consumers amidst the new normal and uncover the types of messaging brands can adopt to cultivate relationships with their customers today.
What have you seen happening, given today's scenario and everything, digital being the only form of communication, how do you see businesses actually preparing themselves to be able to cater to this need or to this new way of engagement?
Yeah, I think one of the things I've started seeing is that data has become much more important for organizations. We really need to understand segmentation. One of the big things that companies initially found themselves running into as a challenge was this idea of, is it okay to sell, right? If I am a car brand, is it okay to sell cars? Or do I come across as tone deaf as a result? And I think you saw some early attempts that were often mocked on social media. It'll be, hey, we understand, times are tough and we're here for you, buy our car, right? And a lot of times you look at that and it's like, it's this very, it's this very haphazard, ham-fisted way of attempting to create empathy, but really you're just trying to sell. And I think companies are challenged now with what becomes the right messaging. Because on one hand, we still need to do business. But on the other hand, we have to be very sensitive about what's going on in the world. And I think that's why segmentation becomes very important. It's important to understand the people who are still in a position to make purchases and how do I find them, how do I reach out to them, how do I pair them with the right types of offerings that I have, whether they are products or services or crisis communication, which we haven't talked about yet, but we should. And the second thing is, for everyone else, what are some of the things that we can do to stay top of mind while people are not quite in a position to come back to us yet?
Thank you for tuning in. Join us next week for Episode 4, where we'll touch on how brands can leverage technology in their business and what digital transformations they need to undergo.